Linear regression modeling. I chose an article called Linear Regression Model for Knowledge Discovery in Engineering Materials. So let's say that you needed to design a new material that will be used for some purpose, like a new device. To solve the task at hand, there are techniques for data storing and analysis models which need to be efficient to engineer and manufacture new materials. Constructing such databases for the massive amount of new materials is a challenging job for engineers. The data is composed of knowledge rules, constraints, and regularities, and we turn this useful information into engineering materials. The engineering design requires the selection of parameters, actions, and components from previous data. The article proposes the use of linear regression to predict the mechanical property of an engineering materials using the previous data related to the other materials. The material database has an organized collection of datasets. Each set has properties of a determined engineering material. Certain material property databases can be accessed at certain cost. These databases are useful to develop new combined materials by selecting materials based on certain property. Selecting the right material can take a long time and can be expensive as well by going through the great number of databases. The use of data mining is becoming very valuable to design and develop new materials. Key properties are important to select the initial materials in order to design and develop new materials. The article studies the subproperty tensile strength, which is a mechanical property, and is used to determine the material. A mechanical test called the tensile test is used in which two values are observed: yield strength and tensile strength. Linear regression is utilized for data mining by exploring the relationship between tensile strength, dependent variable y, and yield strength, independent variable x. The use of this linear relationship reduces the amount of experimental work to find the tensile strength because of its correlation to yield strength. In other words, we can determine the y variable by knowing the x one. The advantages of predicting a subproperty are wonderful since they reduce time and cost of testing the determined subproperty by knowing the values of the other. The disadvantages of using linear regression are that the subproperty must be from the same original mechanical property and the coefficient of determination has to be accurate. We need to rely on this coefficient when it is really close to 1, and we will have a strong relationship between subproperties and we will be confident about our predictions.